Viewers, in Hyderabad, a young Dalit man was lynched to death in a hate crime. He was lynched because he was a Dalit Hindu. The couple were approached by the wife's sister last night. While they were on a bike along with 5 other men, and they attacked him in full public view, viewers. Nagaraju was hit with an iron rod, his head bashed in, blood oozing out of him as people around watched on, stunned with the brutality of the cold-blooded murder. His wife, Ashrin Sultana, who converted after marriage and now goes by the name of Pallavi, was seen helplessly trying to block the attacker. You can see those pictures. You can see how his wife tries to stop these brutes. These pictures, viewers, speak of brutality that you don't witness on a daily basis. This is a visceral brutality. It's a brutality that comes from the pit of your stomach. It's a brutality that is born out of prejudice. Pallavi tried to defend Nagaraju. She tried to get in the way of the man who with murderous rage was hitting her husband, pulverizing him. But unfortunately, Nagaraju died instantly. It proved too much. It all proved too much. Now, Nagaraju's family has alleged that the police, yes, viewers, the police was well aware of the threats Nagaraju and Pallavi were receiving from her family. They didn't approve of his relationship and were against it since the beginning. But despite a complaint being lodged, the police sat on the case. Nagaraju's sister alleges that the police even tried to give them money to take his body away. These are very, very serious questions that are being asked of the police, accusations that are being made against the police. In my hand is the FIR, viewers. Times Now has accessed this FIR. I'm going to go straight across to Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan. I'm going to go across to Shomit, who's been reporting this story. Shomit, to you first. The police has come out, of course, and denied all of this. Before Shomit, I asked you a question. Let's both of us listen to what the police has said as they issued denial after denial. Listen to the police.
देखिए, ये बच्चा बच्ची का अफेयर बहुत टाइम से चल रहा था, जब से ये लोग स्कूल में थे। तो वैसे ही अफेयर चलते हुए इन लोगों ने ऐसे शादी की जनवरी मंथ में, जैसे मैंने बताया। तो भाई को ये पसंद नहीं था, तो भाई ने जो उसकी मर्जी के खिलाफ जाके शादी करी, तो वैसे इन लोगों को मैं खत्म कर दूंगा, वैसे करके उसने प्लान बनाया था।
Not a hate crime, says the police. We acted when we got information. I want to go straight across to Shomit. Shomit, you've been tracking this story, you've been tracking this case. I'm asking you 3 direct questions tonight. Number 1, was a complaint filed by this couple, by Pallavi and her husband Nagaraju, with the police to provide them protection? Number 1. Number 2, did the police delay in reacting to any purported complaint? And number 3, why is the police denying a hate angle to this crime?
Well, sir, actually, what exactly happened in this case is, the couple were into relationship since, their childhood, and which was not accepted by the family of Ashrin Sultana, alias Pallavi. She has converted into Hindu and, changed her name as Pallavi from Ashrin Sultana, which was also not accepted by the brother, especially of Ashrin Sultana. And he has also given several threat calls, stating that he will kill Nagaraju. And yesterday we have saw what happened, and he was wrecking. And about the questions you asked, that is clearly, they have the family, the sister Rama Devi of Nagaraju has clearly stated that, she along with, the family and Pallavi herself has lodged a complaint with the Mominpet police of Vikarabad district. That is actually far away from the Hyderabad city, but they belong to Vikarabad district. And after getting married, they have filed a complaint there about the threat posed by the girl's family, the Ashrin Sultana's family. And police said that, this is Rama Devi's version. Police said that we will provide protection and his life is our responsibility. That is what Mominpet police said to the family members. And that is what Rama Devi speaking to Times Now.
Well, here it is, viewers. Shomit, just hold your thoughts. Here it is, the FIR. I want to bring in Madhav immediately. Madhav, what does this FIR say? Does it make any references to a prior complaint?
Well, absolutely, Rahul. In fact, not just very in great detail describing the gruesome acts of violence that you just showed to our viewers, but also it talks in great detail about how the family really feared for the life of Nagaraju and his wife. That is really the gist of this entire complaint. If you look at this particular aspect as well, on the same day, the complainant along with his friends took Nagaraju and Ashwin to SP Vikarabad. The complainant and his friends thought if Nagaraju went to Balanagar police station, he would get in trouble. On 3/2/2022, they brought Nagaraju and Ashwin to Mominpet PS and attended, where Nagaraju and Ashwin had returned as they are major and got married voluntarily. Both had signed. Later, family members of Ashwin came to Mominpet PS, where they came to know that both have got married willingly, and Ashwin was willing to stay with Nagaraju. Then they went away from the police station. So in both locations, both family members were informed by the police. If there was such an issue of sensitivity, what was the police really doing? I'll just go quickly to the other points that are being made over here. As Lingam, who's relative of Nagaraju, brother-in-law, is staying in Panjala Anil Kumar Colony, Sururnagar. Nagaraju and Ashwin went to him and residing at a house as a tenant in Vrindavan Colony, Sururnagar. In the morning hours, while Nagaraju was going to duty, he took Ashwin and left her in Lingam house after completion of his duty. He was picking her up from Lingam's house between 20:45 and 20:55 hours on his Honda Unicorn bike, proceeding towards the house in Vrindavan Colony. When he was taking a U-turn towards the post office from the main road and is 100 meters away from the house, Ashwin Sultana's elder brother by name Said Mobin, his brother-in-law Masood Ahmad, came on the bike, stopped the bike of Nagaraju and Ashwin and made them fall on the ground. Immediately Mobin beat Nagaraju with an iron rod on Nagaraju's head. After 2 to 3 times, he beat Nagaraju on his head. He's given the iron rod to Masood. When Mobin was beating Nagaraju, Masood held Nagaraju. Mobin stabbed Nagaraju with a knife. Masood then beat Nagaraju on his head with the iron rod. Again, Mobin took the iron rod from Masood and beat Nagaraju indiscriminately on his head. After both Mobin and Masood confirmed that Nagaraju was dead, they fled away on their bike with the iron rod and knife. When Mobin and Masood were assaulting Nagaraju's wife, Ashwin Sultana intervened. They pushed her off and beat Nagaraju. Shivlila, the wife of Lingam, had seen the entire incident in front of their house and had informed the same to the complainant over the phone. So it really clearly shows the manner in which this gruesome crime has been carried out. There's no doubt that not only were the authorities, the police authorities, aware of the incident as per this particular complaint, but also the fact that the very gruesome manner in which this crime itself has been carried out, the deliberate manner in which this person has been held, how they knew the timings of this individual, all shows that this was planned. It's certainly not an act that happened in the heat of the moment.
Certainly not an act that happened in the heat of the moment. Just stay on with me, Pranesh. I want to come to you, but not before I play out the sister's reaction. This is Nagaraju's sister's reaction. Viewers, listen.
Mominpet police station la ee police vallandaru meeku baadhyulam memu ani complaint raskunnaru. Ma annatoni pranamku muppundi ma ayana kada ame complaint iste memu baadhyulam ani raskunnaru. Veelu em bekinru ma anna paana poyindaka em chesirru veelu em chesirru pandukunnara illa kada duties jiddaalu cheskuntalera jeetalu పిల్లల నెలకు జీతాలు వాడేది వీళ్ళకి తెలియకొచ్చిందా ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లా పోయింది మా అన్న పానము ఎవరికి అరెస్ట్ చేసిండ్రు ఇగో వీళ్ళకు పీకన్కి శాతయాక వచ్చింది పీకన్కి శాతయాక అరెస్ట్ చేసినాం అంటున్నారు వీరికి తీసుకొని రమ్మనండి తీసుకొని వస్తే మాకెంత దమ్మునే చూపిస్తాము వాళ్ళకి దమ్ము లేదు వాడు ఆలల్లో అయ్యిండ్రు పోలీసు వాళ్ళు గారు వాళ్ళు లంచాలు తీరటోళ్ళు ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు అంటే మాకేం మా అమ్మ మా నాయన చేతిలో పెడుతున్నారు సేవని తీసుకోపండి అని 10,000 అంటే 10,000కి అవుతుందా మేమంతా 10,000 గతి లేని లేకున్నామా మేము.
Viewers, that's the allegation that is being made, a very serious allegation. Pranesh, this story is not going to die soon. Not because there are human rights activists running to demand justice for Nagaraju, because Times Now is not going to allow it to die. Pranesh,
Absolutely,
A man killed because of his faith, and you have the police trying to cover this up. You have the police trying to suggest that they didn't know anything about it. It's ridiculous.
Killed for his faith is exactly what it is. This is as brutal as hate can get, Rahul, which is why we've written that line so that people wake up to this chilling reality. You heard the sister of Nagaraju. I have the police statement, Rahul, that reads like an apology. The police had a chance to save Nagaraju's life, but they failed. And the sister goes on record to say that my brother is dead. He was lynched. The police could have stopped it. They could have saved my brother, but after he has been murdered, the police viewers has the audacity to offer 10,000 rupees to the family, to the sister, and they have said, please take the body away. It is not about arresting these two people. It is about arresting and exposing and punishing this mindset. The police was aware. Why didn't they act? They allowed Nagaraju to be lynched.
Well, there is something very strange here, Shomit. The police, it appears, knew. So why didn't they act? Why didn't they preempt? Why didn't they stop? Why didn't they give this couple the protection they deserved?
Sir, actually, there is also a police vehicle at that spot. But, these people, the accused Mobeen and also Ahmed, both have come with an, with a complete, state of mind that they should kill Nagaraju. And several people at the spot have tried to stop them. But, because they were doing recce since many months. Even the DCP on record said that, both the accused, actually the main mastermind of the case is, Ashrin Sultana's brother. And he was the main accused mastermind of this case. He was recceing about this incident, about Nagaraju's whereabouts, where they are staying, where they are living, what they are doing. And even after, the family claimed that they have filed a petition with the Mominpet police about, the threat and also posed by the family members, nothing was, seriously taken. And recce was been done since many months, and even DCP saying it on record. And even the couple know that. Couple have approached the police several times that they do have the, threat. Even the woman was also clearly, the victim woman, Sultana, herself has lodged a complaint with the, even with the Balanagar as well as the Mominpet police. And nothing has been done. Even at the spot, a police vehicle was there. And even other people, they tried to stop, but nothing was happened. And now today, the allegations of the family is police tried to give them 10,000 rupees to take the body from the Osmania morgue, where BJP leaders and VHP activists staged a protest demanding justice for Nagaraju. And there at that spot, police tried to calm down and also divert the attention. And this is not just a hate crime, because the brother of the victim clearly he brought the grudge and he was trying to kill this person. Not just first time, he attempted several times, and this was second or the third time. Finally succeeded. Even that happened in the hundreds of crowd on the main road of the Sarunagar, where the post office is located and also GHMC office is located. In hundreds of crowd, this accused, along with brother-in-law, has killed brutally the Nagaraju, and the police are trying to cover up. We can clearly say that just to ensure that the communal issues doesn't take up across this Hyderabad city or the state. But they are also covering up that this is just not a hate crime. They are also they are also not speaking up anything about the accused or the family members.
They don't seem to be concerned. I want to bring back Madhav. Madhav, just go over the timeline now. This dates back to February when the complaints were made. Am I right?
Well, absolutely. In fact, the dates are very clearly mentioned in this entire complaint. Rahul, let me very quickly take you through this entire timeline that we're talking about, because this very clearly is the detail as far as what has happened. This is the facts of the case about the individual in this particular case, Nagaraju, age 25 years. He is a SC caste, Mala, all of that mentioned over here. And also, of course, at the bottom of this particular complaint, also mentioned in the FIR, is the fact that the family members were against the marriage of Ashrin Sultana with Nagaraju, who belongs belongs to a Dalit community. That's very clearly mentioned over here as well. We can also go on further that she said that when Ashrin Sultana informed to her parents about her love issue, her parents denied a proposal, resulting on 30th of January 2022. She came out of her house situated in IDPL colony, Balanagar. The next day, Nagaraju and Ashrin Sultana got married at the Arya Samaj in Old City. Before their marriage, Ashrin Sultana changed her name to Pallavi and converted to Hindu religion. The complainant and his friends were attending this marriage. On the 1st of February, her family members filed a complaint in the Balanagar police station under a missing case against Ashrin Sultana. On the same day, the complainant along with his friends took Nagaraju and Ashrin to SP Vikarabad. The complainant and his friends thought if Nagaraju went to Balanagar police station, he would get in trouble. And then on the 3rd of February, they brought Nagaraju and Ashrin to Mominpet police station attended, where Nagaraju and Ashrin had returned as they are major and got married voluntarily. Both signed. Later, family members of Ashrin came to Mominpet PS, where they came to know that both had got married willingly and Ashrin was willing to stay with Nagaraju, and then they went away from the police station. So family members were told about this from the police. The police was aware that there is an issue. They had gone to the police to seek protection, and as the enraged sister of Nagaraju has just told us that where was the police? Why did they not provide protection when they knew that this was the circumstances? Is there something more that the police could have done? In this particular case, given that Nagaraju has lost his life, his family members understandably are inconsolable. But this raises some serious questions about the role of the police. Why are they there? What is their job? If they know that there is a sensitive issue, then couldn't they have done more to protect these individuals concerned? That's certainly a very pertinent question to ask.
Now, viewers, here is a test for you. Here's a test. Open the papers tomorrow morning and we should find out how many papers run this, how many Latvian set newspapers run this as a banner headline or perhaps a joint headline. Let's test this out. Pranesh, there are 5 basic questions, 3 to the police, 1 to the state government and 1 to the Latvians activist set. And I'm going to pose those questions. I'm going to pose those questions, viewers, because here on Times Now, we don't mince our words. We never do. We call out what is wrong. And we base everything we say on facts. So here it is, the first question to the police and Police Commissioner of Hyderabad. Listen to me, because we will be asking you to react. The first, you knew, the Hyderabad police knew that there was a problem here between the families. Complaints were filed. Complaints were filed on the 1st of February by Ashrin's family. And those complaints were obvious enough. They believed that Nagaraju had abducted Ashrin. Then, how can the police say that they had no clue? On the 3rd of February, second question, when Nagaraju files a complaint demanding protection, what did you do? Did you take it seriously? Did you provide the protection? If so, when? Who was the PSO? What action did you take against the family that was threatening them, this young couple? 3, why is the hate angle of this particular crime being buried? Why is it being papered over? In no other state does the police hold back from adjudicating that certain crimes are hate crimes. I'm asking this question, why? The fourth question to the state government. Is the silence of the state government on this issue deliberate? Or do they believe that Dalit Hindu lives don't matter? Where is the Chief Minister? Since these questions are always asked of the opposition, of the Chief Ministers of states that are ruled by parties that they themselves are opposed to. Fourth, to the Latvians, privilegencia. Will you light candles? Will you write letters to the Chief Minister? Will you light candles and march, bemoaning the death of a Dalit Hindu? Or will you only do it in Hathras? These are 5 fundamental questions. Pranesh, are these questions in any way wrong, without fact, without basis?
Not at all, Rahul. Last we checked with our reporters, the epicenter of most protest in the national capital, the Jantar Mantar, is completely deserted. Not one person is there with a candle in his hand or even a placard demanding justice for Nagaraju. Times Now is demanding justice for Nagaraju. And I want to take your attention back to the police statement. And for a moment, just focus on the last paragraph here, Rahul. Allow me a minute to read this. Now, look at the manner in which the police is trying to bury this crime. The arrest was made under the supervision of Sri Mahesh Bhagwat, IPS, Commissioner of Police, Rachakonda, and under the guidance of Sri Sanpreet Singh, IPS, DCP, LB Nagar Zone, by P. Sridhar Reddy, Assistant Commissioner of Police, LB Nagar Division, K. Sitaram, Inspector of Police, and the staff of PS Saromanagar. Will these individuals answer why Nagaraju did not get protection? Will these individuals answer, is the sister of Nagaraju lying when she says that we approached the police and we were even told, yes, go, we will take care? What care have they taken to include all these names? This will not bring back Nagaraju, Rahul.
This won't. This won't. You're absolutely right. This won't bring back Nagaraju. Nagaraju has been let down by the system that is invested in appeasement. And why do I say this, viewers? Am I speaking from the top of my hat? Let me tell you why I say this. And I'm going to ask Director Saab to put out this graphic. This graphic, which is an important one, on the selectiveness of the outrage, viewers, the outrage lobby. They call out Hindu hate. This is how Virat, Hindutvavadi, makes him feel grand. They said, this is Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM MP. He is silent now. He's silent now. The champion of equality, Akhilesh Yadav. We can fight virus, but also BJP's hate politics, he said. Has he spoken today? No. He's silent today. Champion Dalit cause, Mayawati. Modi not OBC by birth, never faced harassment, not a Dalit. He doesn't quite know. Silent now. When a Dalit has been murdered, a Dalit Hindu has been murdered. Sheds tears for Dadri lynching. Who? Rahul Gandhi visits Dadri to meet family of Muhammad Akhlaq. Silent now. Maybe the voices of the nightclub he is in has drowned out the cries of Pallavi. Mons Tabre's lynching. Sitaram Yachuri, BJP top brass mum on life of an innocent Indian. Today the BJP can ask, why is the TRS top brass silent on the life, the loss of life of an innocent Indian? Sitaram Yachuri, you need to answer. Asaduddin Owaisi again. RSS BJP created a mindset when Muslims are seen as terrorists. He's a champion against discrimination. Silent now. Certain crimes don't matter. Certain crimes are too inconvenient. Viewers, let me open this up. Pranesh, stay with me. 30 seconds. Gargi Roy, political analyst. Danish Qureshi, political analyst, are with us. Gargi Roy, Danish Qureshi. Okay. First to
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Rahul, for
yes.
calling. I'm Gargi Nandi Roy. Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say or you ask Danish? Can I come?
Yes. Gargi Roy,
Rahul,
tell me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me.
Rahul, I'm Gargi Nandi Roy. Okay, I'll come.
The police say.
Yes.
The police say.
Yeah,
let me just ask you the question. Let me ask you the question. The police said that, look, we don't want to get into the Hindu-Muslim angle because that will spark rioting. Why are you doing that?
I heard.
Yes.
I heard the police, and it is shocking that he said, he used the word isolated. Okay, he used the word isolated, and it's shocking. Rahul, it is not isolated. There are so many cases of Hindu men dying. Say, Ankit Saxena in Delhi, killed by the family of his Muslim girlfriends. I'll quote another incident in Faridabad. Sanjay Kumar, who married a Ruksar who turned into Rukmini. He was carried by the family members of Ruksar. Sanjeev in 2015 in Hajipur, Bihar. Ravi in Karnataka. These are all incidents in Op India, Swaraj, so many places these incidents came. So not all of them came in mainstream media. But the shocking part is not only the system, the likes of Rahul Gandhi or an OAC. See, we have these intellectuals. I hail from Bengal. We have these Bengali intellectuals led by Aparna Sen, who wrote a letter about lynching of Muslims. If you remember, there was a huge letter to the center that Muslims are getting lynched. Where are those people? Aparna Sen and all my Bengali intellectuals who are rather these days sold out intellectuals. So where are they now? Nobody will write. Nobody. They were conspicuous by their silence. See, Asauddin may not be a representative of the entire Muslim community, but where are the others? They all are conspicuous by their silence. So, and this selective outrage, it is like atrocious. And I gave them some of the incidents I mentioned, and there are many more. Okay, so they should know this
so
is
you're
not
saying
an
not isolated. This is very real. Confront it.
Yeah.
Danish Qureshi.
Yes.
Danish Qureshi. If it's not isolated, as Gargi Roy says, and she has embellished her argument with several examples, I want to ask you.
Rahul,
Why is there no condemnation? Why are people not writing the letters as Gargi Roy suggested they've done in the past?
Rahul, the problem with the people like Dalit Roy is that they never criticize the radicalization of entire nation, which has been done by RSS and its affiliated organization. You can see that how the situation has become worse.
About RSS now. RSS does lot of good work, sir. Have you seen
Again, let me allow to complete. You were talking, I was silent. Please try to understand. Okay. Now the thing is, what do you mean by condemnation? This is all about the law and order situation of the Hyderabad, which has been maintained by the police.
One second, Mr. Qureshi, one second. I need to cut in. Visuals of Pallavi are coming through. Let's listen in. This is Pallavi, completely devastated.
లే బేటా ఇది పబ్లిక్ ఇది చెప్పాలా పబ్లిక్ చెప్తేనే అవుతుంది
పబ్లిక్ రాసి నడు రోడ్డు మీద నా రాసి 5 మంది పెట్టింది సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర మా అన్నతో తెలుసు అందరు కాలు ముక్కలేదు పబ్లిక్ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది
చేయాలి బేటా
పబ్లిక్ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది
పబ్లిక్ వచ్చే టైంలో వస్తారు బేటా చెప్పు ఎవరు పానం వాళ్ళకే తీపి వాళ్ళ పానం వాళ్ళ కొడతారని రాలేదు
కళ్ళ ముందు చంపేస్తే కళ్ళు కనిపించవు వాటిలో ఇద్దరిని కనిపించలేవా ప్రపంచానికి కళ్ళు లేవా వాళ్ళు 5 మంది సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర వీళ్ళకి కూడా చంపలేదు సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర అందరు కాలు ముఖ్యంగా పట్టుకొని నా రాజుకి చంపకుండా నేను చచ్చిపోతే నాకు ఈరోజు బాధ ఉండకుంటుండే నా రాజు మీద పడిన నాకు దెబ్బలు తగ్గాలి ఒక 5 మందిలో నాకు ఒకటి దొబ్బేస్తున్నాడు నాకు అంత బలం లేదు ఇంకొకటి కొడుతున్నాడు రాడ్లు ఎంత దొడ్డుతోటి రాదు మొత్తం నెత్తి వాళ్ళ హెల్మెట్ ఉంది మొత్తం కొట్టేసింది నా ఇంట్లో రాజుకి ఇట్లా మా చాకరికి రాకండి రాజుకి నేను పెళ్లి చేసుకొని రాదు వేరే వాళ్ళని కూడా చేసుకొని నీకు మోసం చేయను బ్రతుకున్న రోజులు ఎట్లనే ఉంటాయి ఎవరిని పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాను కూడా అన్న రాజుకి నేను చచ్చిపోతాను చావైనా బ్రతికైనా నీతోనే 10 years నుంచి తెలుసు కానీ ఇప్పుడు పెళ్లికి అక్కడ 2 months ముందు 2 months మాట్లాడలేదు నేను ఎట్లయినా ప్రాణం పోతుంది నా వల్ల నీ ప్రాణం నువ్వు ఎక్కడన్నా ఎవరినైనా పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాను నేను ప్రాణం పోతుందన్నా అన్నం తినకుండా ఏమేమో చేసిండు లాస్ట్కి ఏం చేస్తున్నా కానీ నా చేతులతో నన్ను లాస్ట్ పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటే చచ్చిపోతుంది అందరూ కాలు మొక్కున్నా వాడు ఇది ఇంతమంది వచ్చింది అక్కడ కూడా మనుషులే కదా ఇప్పుడు నాకేం న్యాయం ఉందో నేను నా రాత్రి వెళ్ళిపోతాను.
This was Pallavi, wife of Nagaraju, who was lynched in front of her, clearly distraught because this happened in front of her. And she knew that this would be the fate of Nagaraju, which is why the couple went to the police, pleaded for protection. But the Telangana police failed Nagaraju, failed Pallavi. Now, Danish Qureshi, you were calling it a law and order issue. Tell me, sir, is this a case of road rage? How is this law and order?
Now, who has to maintain the law and order? Who has to keep the
No, you tell me, sir, when Akhlaq gets killed, it is Islamophobia. And this is law and order issue for you? Are you trying to Danish Qureshi? Now, calm down, sir, calm down. Listen to the question. I'll give you time to respond.
Don't worry.
Danish Qureshi, you would have us believe that this man was riding pillion on a motorbike. You know, he hits these 2 people who had nothing to do with him. And in a fit of rage, they assault him with iron rods. Is this a case of road rage, law and order issue, sir?
Remember one thing, any criminal incident which took place, that is come under law and order. we have to understand first of all that. Second thing, I firstly stated that I firstly stated that
you would have shouted
the
for about
situation of radicalization is worsened in the country, and which has been the narration of the radicalization has been said.
No, when
by
people
some of the
write letters
organizations,
to the
we
United
have to-
Nations, no, 1 minute, Danish Qureshi, when people write letters to the United Nations, they don't cite law and order issue, they cite Islamophobia, growing threat to Muslims. What is this? How would you categorize this? Road rage?
This is not about to categorize the things.
What is this?
Number
Road
one-
rage, hit and run, Danish Qureshi, what is this?
What did the
least
wife of the
accept
victim
that
has
this was a
stated
hate
that
crime,
they have
it was
number of
law
time
and order.
complain about the security of them.
But sir, tell me,
Even that-
how would you
even that-
categorize this? What is this? You tell me, is this road rage, yes or no?
No, this is not about road rage, but what
Yes
the
or no,
victim
sir?
victim has
Is
been
this
saying-
road
what
rage according
victim
to
has
you?
been saying-
Is this
what-
hit and run?
What the victim has said.
What is
Anish,
this?
and don't keep your words in my mouth, please. Let me allow to respond.
Response, sir, you have all the time. People are watching.
Okay. That's why only I'm telling. What did the wife of victim has stated that we have number of time informed the police. Police has failed to protect us. What that is meant? Now explain me, what does it mean?
It means that the police.
Means that police.
Yes, go ahead.
Means police has failed to provide protection to this couple, and the result come the radicalized situation of the country, which we saw daily in the morning from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Each and every, no state is not where the radicalization meditation is
You
not
know,
going.
Danish Qureshi, if only you had heard the wife of Nagaraju pleading for justice, distraught as she is, she says we have a right to live in society. Just because
Yes, why not?
Nagaraju, a
Each and every
Hindu,
citizen-
married a Muslim, did he deserve to be lynched like this, sir? Listen to what she has
Each
said.
and every,
Sir,
each
just
and
listen
every
to what she says. You will get a chance to respond.
చేసుకుంటా అంటే 10 years 11 years నుంచి రాజులకు తర్వాత ఇట్లనే మా అన్న చాలా
ఇవాళ ఏం జరిగింది ఇవాళ ఎవరైనా మీతో మాట్లాడారా
చెప్పాలి బేటా, వీళ్ళకి చెప్తేనే న్యాయం అయితే. లే బేటా, ఇది పబ్లిక్, ఇది చెప్పాలా, పబ్లిక్ చెప్తేనే అవుతుంది.
రోడ్డు మీద నా రాసి 5 మంది చెప్తున్నాను సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర మా అన్నతో తెలుసు అందరు కాలు ముఖ్యమైనది పబ్లిక్ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది
చేయాలి బేటా,
పబ్లిక్ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది
పబ్లిక్ వచ్చే టైంలో వస్తారు బేటా. చెప్పు, ఎవరు పానం వాళ్ళకే తీపి, వాళ్ళ పానం వాళ్ళ కొడతారని రాలేదు.
కళ్ళ ముందు చంపేస్తే కళ్ళు కనిపించవా ఇట్లా బిడ్డలు కనిపించలేదా ఈ ప్రపంచానికి కళ్ళు లేవా వాళ్ళు 5 మంది సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర వీళ్ళకి కూడా చంపలేదు సిగ్నల్ దగ్గర అందరు కాలు ముఖ్యంగా పట్టుకొని నా రాజుకి చంపకుండా నేను చచ్చిపోతే నాకు ఈరోజు బాధ ఉండకుంటుండే నా రాజు మీద పడిన నాకు దెబ్బలు తగ్గాలని ఒక 5 మందిలో నాకు ఒకటి దుబ్బేస్తున్నాడు, నాకు అంత బలం లేదు, ఇంకొకటి కొడుతున్నాడు రాడ్లు ఇంత దొడ్డుతోటి కాదు మొత్తం నెత్తి పళ్ళ హెల్మెట్ ఉంది మొత్తం పళ్ళగొట్టేసింది. నా ఇంట్లో రాజకీయ మా అమ్మ చాకరికి రాకని రాజకీయ నేను పెళ్లి చేసుకొని రాని వేరే వాళ్ళని కూడా చేసుకొని నీకు మోసం చేయను బ్రతుకున్న రోజులు ఎట్లనే ఉంటాయి ఎవరిని పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నాను కూడా అన్న రాజకీయ నేను చచ్చిపోతాను చావైనా బ్రతికైనా నీతోనే 10 years నుంచి తెలుసు కానీ ఇప్పుడు పెళ్లి కాక 2 months ముందు 2 months మాట్లాడలేదు నేను ఎట్లయినా ప్రాణం పోతుంది నా వల్ల నీ ప్రాణం నువ్వు ఎక్కడన్నా ఎవరినైనా పెళ్లి చేసుకున్నా నేను ప్రాణం పోతుందన్నా అన్నం తినకుండా ఏమేమో చేసిండు లాస్ట్కి ఏం చేసుకున్నా కానీ నా చేతులతో నన్ను లాస్ట్ పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటూ చచ్చిపోతుంటే అందరూ కాలు మొక్కున్నా మా వారు ఇది ఇంతమంది వచ్చింది అక్కడ కూడా మనుషులే కదా ఇప్పుడు నాకేం న్యాయం ఉందో నేను నా రాజకీయ చచ్చిపోతాను చంపేటప్పుడు మనుషులు కాలేదు వీళ్ళు కుక్కలు సమాజం కాదు ఈ సమాజం ఎంత పోలీసు వాళ్ళు అయినా మనుషులైనా చెప్తున్నా కదా ఈ సమాజం మనిషి కాదు ఉమ్మాలి వీళ్ళ మీద తెలుసా చెప్పు మొత్తము చెప్పు తీసుకొని
They threatened, Poonam, they planned, and then they went after Nagaraju's wife, recounting the horror, because this happened, cold-blooded lynching happened in front of her. Somit, could you recap or tell us what the wife is saying?
Well, actually, I couldn't hear exactly what she said, but, she has meant that, at this spot, they were stopped, then they were attacked by her brother and one more person, and then later, she has tried to help her husband, but, couldn't help him, because they overpowered her, and later, he collapsed there, he died there. And she is also asking for the justice who will now do justice to me. And also, she clearly said that, before getting married, she had a conversation with her husband Nagaraju, stating that if you marry me, then my people will kill you. This is what she is saying in the bite. And Nagaraju clearly stated to her that I will only marry you and my life will be only with you. And and this is what my intentions are. Then later, after that statement and all those things, he has married her, and finally, then this incident yesterday has happened.
Right, it was cold-blooded murder that took place there in Hyderabad. What is even more chilling, if there could be anything, then this is that all those people who often are seen carrying out marches and shedding tears, as they rightly should in that case, unfortunately today seem to be stunned into silence. They find no words, Danish Qureshi. Why is that? Mr. Qureshi, I believe you've muted yourself. Please unmute yourself and go ahead. Mr.
Qureshi, if you can hear us, sir, I think you've put yourself on mute. Go ahead. We'll fix that line, Poonam. But the question that I was trying to ask Danish Qureshi and the ecosystem is this. And just want to add to the 5 fundamental questions that Rahul just asked. What was Nagaraju's fault? Miss Roy, what was his fault? Hindus who marry Muslims deserve to die?
Yeah. And see, the ecosystem which you are talking about, they celebrate love, they celebrate free will, they celebrate everything. But when it comes to a Hindu boy getting killed, they will keep mum, they'll call it a law and order situation. They're in refusal mode, they're in denial mode, that it is a hate crime. At least they should come out of this denial mode and accept a hate crime as a hate crime. Enough of this selective outrage. The people who otherwise celebrate love and consensual relationship, they will take out marches for relationships between a boy and girl, irrespective of their religion. Why are not they in support of Pallavi or Sultana, what she was? Why not? Why not about for Ankit Saxena or a Sanjay Kumar, who all died because of the same crime? This is same. They were the only fault was they were in love with a Muslim girl. So this ecosystem, this lobby, whether they are paid by somebody, they have to come out and accept, show this much honesty. Do not say this is a law and order situation. When a Muslim boy gets killed, it's a hate crime. It's Islamophobia. But when a Hindu boy gets killed, it is a law and order situation. Please, the people of the country are watching. And the people are not fools.
Hate killed Nagaraju, and the other thing is, and let's make no mistake about it, Nagaraju was lynched for his faith. While the ecosystem will have to answer questions, Poonam, the state will also have to answer questions, because Nagaraju's family, Nagaraju's sister is on record to say that we went to the police, we sought protection, they could have saved him, but they did not. Danish Qureshi is back with us. Danish Qureshi, can you tell our viewers, sir, what was Nagaraju's fault? Straight question, sir.
Danish, my single line answer is that you have, each and every citizen will be questioned why they are not condemning this situation. But organization, those who are spreading radicalization in the entire country will not be questioned, will not be restricted, will not take any action. Government will not take action. Again, those organizations, those who are spreading radicalization day by day, second by second, that is the main problem. You can see number of cases like this. in the entire
Don't get
country.
agitated when you are asked a direct question, Danish Qureshi. What was Nagaraju's fault? People of this country want to know. What was Nagaraju's fault?
You take the name of
No,
PFI and
no
FCI.
fault of Nagar. Sorry.
Yeah, why
Sorry,
you
what-
always
what-
point to RSS? RSS does lot of good work, lot of humanity. Do you know?
Number
about
of times he's been banned, ma'am. For your sake, for sake of your knowledge, get aware that number of times he's not been banned.
I couldn't. I missed what you said. I said RSS.
The number of times RSS has been banned in
This
India.
is not
You know
about
that?
BJP,
For that good
RSS.
deed.
1 minute. No,
For that
one
good
minute.
deed.
I'm not going to allow. No, 1
For the
minute.
good deed
Let's
of
talk about
RSS.
Nagaraju sir. Please do not trivialize this debate. Please. People are
Not
watching.
trivialize-
No, 1 minute. This is a campaign for justice here. 1 minute. This is not a law and order problem. This is not a hit and run incident, Poonam. This is not pickpocketing, road rage, as Danish Qureshi would have us believe. Why are you not answering a simple question? What was Nagaraju's fault?
Radicalization in the entire country of you.
What
This is the
radicalization,
result.
sir? What radicalization? I asked you when Akhlaq was killed, you said this is Islamophobia. People wrote letters to the UN. What is this?
Targeted.
What is
Targeted.
this, Danish Qureshi?
No, this is the same situation. Remember one
Same
thing.
situation. Give it a name. What is this?
Are by the organization, and if you want to solve out the problem, you have to make of entire anti-radicalization system. This is the only solution. Criticizing anything or condemning is not the solution. Danish.
No clear answers. We
Mr.
are not
Qureshi
surprised.
also talked
Okay,
about-
we've run out of time. We'll come back to this story because we will get answers from the ecosystem, from the system and the state that has let down Nagaraju. Thank you for joining us, Poonam. We're taking a short break. Lots more lined up on Times Now, viewers. Stay with us.